Hello, hello. I am a little bit late today, but I did make a commitment that I was going to come on and go live every single day for at least 10 days in a row. And probably more because we have so much that we have to accomplish and so much that we want to share. But anyway, today I am talking to you about this book that literally changed my life and every entrepreneur, every mission driven woman, every person should read this book. And I'm going to tell you why. And I have I discovered it, I don't even know how many years ago. I'm trying to think when I first read it and how many years it's been. But definitely it was after I started my own business and became an entrepreneur. And it's probably the one book that I have read over and over and over again. Probably not quite as many times or as much as I've read the Bible, but second to that, I would say. And, I say that the Bible is how I have gotten closer, been on my spiritual journey to get closer to Jesus and to understand a little bit more about why I'm here and why we're all here, and to sort of chart out the path for my life. But this book is like the Bible for entrepreneurship and for financial well-being, but also about spirituality. So it's not only how to create money and get rich, but it's how to co-create with God and the laws of the universe that God created in order to tap into a higher power and achieve things that are possible for all of us. And what's so cool about this book is that it was written like literally 100 years ago. And this guy, Wallace Wattles, he grew up poor and he, struggled a lot. He had a lot of financial issues, a lot of setbacks in his life. And the thing that's interesting is this book didn't even get published until he was 50, and he died a year later. And, he was deeply, deeply interested in philosophy, metaphysics, and spirituality. And this is what this book is about. He studied how the human mind can control a destiny, right? Can control the individual's destiny, and how we can tap into the potential of our mind to craft the life that we truly want and desire. And that everything that's happening to us in our life happens because of our thoughts. Like we manifest what is going on around us. So, there's been so many nights where when I was first in business and I had a lot of investment out there and not so much money coming in the business, and I was just trying to figure out how to go about making money, that I would wake up in the middle of the night, right? Like we all do at 3 a.m., just feeling like, oh my God, what am I doing, right? How is this ever going to work? And thinking about all the things that are troublesome and of concern. And of course, there were always family and personal issues to deal with as well. But I'm going to tell you, whenever I would just get up and I would start reading this book, I would feel this new calmness come over me and this relaxation into the moment of recognizing that we can go with the flow. We don't have to work so hard, push so hard, try to do all of this on our own, that there is a way to tap into this universal energy that's around us and work with our higher power to get the life that we truly want. And I'm going to tell you, it works. And I'm a testament to that. And it's not something that you can just learn in one sitting, right? It's something that you have to study. You have to allow to sink in. You have to contemplate a little bit, but you also have to have some faith in the flow of life. And so all of all of the best coaching programs that I've been in have had this mindset component to it, because that's what this is all about. It's all about, how you think. How you think is so, so important. So let me give you a couple of the highlights. There's so much in here. I couldn't possibly go through all of the profound learning that you would get from this book, but I will say, go get it. Even if you don't want to spend money for it, you can go out and do a Google search and you can find it as a free PDF that you can download. But whatever you have to do, get it. And read it over and over again. But the first key point in the book that I think is so important is this idea of abundance. The universe is completely abundant, and there is enough for everybody. So all of this scarcity and all of this idea that we're all competing with each other for some small pot is just not true. That's brainwashing that we've been conditioned to think, but it is not true at all. God has provided us with all the abundance that we could possibly ever use or want or need. And when you start thinking about this abundance and you tap into the flow of that, you're going to find the opportunities, you're going to find the partners, you're going to find the right customers that just weren't there because you were overlooking them in the past. And this is the exact reason why I decided to change my business model from the high ticket to the low ticket, where I used to have to charge a high ticket for my coaching services, or I felt like I had to. And I guess in some ways I did, because it was a process that I was going to of learning about money. But now I want to serve more people. I want to be able to help people who can't afford a high ticket program to be able to rise above and to get out of the mess that their mind has got them in, or circumstances of life have put them in. So it's really interesting, because I don't know, I didn't really plan it originally, but the way that it worked out is that I got into this situation where I'm able to offer my coaching for free, because it was something that I wanted to be able to do. But my money now is tied into the success of the people that I'm coaching. So we all rise together. So you've probably heard that, the rising tide raises all the ships. And so that is what's happening now. And so I love that what I'm offering now is this opportunity for anybody who wants to kind of just jump in the river and start flowing with us toward cash flow and financial freedom. So that came from this book, that concept. Another is this idea of visualization. And it kind of ties in with what I was just talking about. It's being able to think about your business in a very vivid way, so that you know exactly what it is that you want to achieve in your business. You might not know exactly how you're going to do it or exactly what it's going to look like, but you know the end result that you're trying to achieve. So that's what I call your mission, right? Like you've got a mission on your heart to serve. And I love the idea that we all need a success path to get there. And from the perspective of entrepreneurship, you are going to hear me talk about this all the time. Like, what's your success plan? What's the path that you're taking? Where are you even going with your business? Do you even have a plan? And it makes me think of my dad. My dad, in his wisdom, used to remind me that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so that idea of planning is, where am I now? Where do I want to go? And what is that transformation that I want to see happen? And the end result is, what do I want to leave for a legacy? What do I want to accomplish in my life? What's the important work that I can do to serve humanity? And again, that goes back to purpose and all of that. But if you can't envision it and you can't visualize what that's going to look like for you, then you need to be able to step back and do that, because then you can put the roadmap in place, right? The plan. So I like that. And another thing that he talks about is inspired action. Now, this goes right along with having the success plan. Like, what is the thing that you should be doing each and every day to move your business forward? And I see this all the time because now for the last 10 years, I have been enrolling entrepreneurs, right, into coaching programs, whatever that is. And so I talk to people every single day, and I've been in coaching programs with people. And what I find is that a lot of people are busy, 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 and they don't know whether the thing they're doing is actually bringing them closer to where they want to go, because half the time they don't even know what that end result looks like. So this is ties right back into having that success plan and being able to visualize what success looks like. And look, this guy was 100 years ago was talking about this stuff. This is not new, but it's so, so important. And again, I've talked to so many entrepreneurs who will say, well, I'm in this coaching program and it's great. I'm learning all this stuff, but they don't, I'll say to them, well, great. What's your goal for the program? Like, what are you trying to achieve? What's the plan to get there? Most of them don't have that, right? Most of them don't have a coach. They've got a library of information. They can get on all of these coaching calls, but they're not actually working a plan of their own. So again, that's a super, super important thing. So what your action is each and every day. And it is important. Yes, you are going to vary a little bit from the plan. So occasionally you're going in a certain direction and some obstacle comes in or challenge or something, right? So you have to regroup and reassess, and you have to go inside and you have to get that inner guidance. Like, what is the right thing to do to keep me moving toward the direction that I want to go? And again, that's that inspiration, right? To take right action and to take inspired action. And then one other thing that he talks about that I really like is you have the right to be rich. Every single person has the divine right to be rich, and that seeking wealth is not selfish, and it's actually a noble pursuit. And when you have all this wealth and you have all this abundance and you are actually able to show other people how to get that for themselves, knowing that it doesn't take it away from you because you help somebody else get it, everybody can get it. And that just, again, is why I'm so passionate about this concept of monetizing your mission. So here's the thing. I mean, get the book. That's all I can tell you. Wattles wrote this book so many years ago. Every single thing in there is based on universal principles. There's been many books that came out after the fact that were based on this concept. There were probably books before this that, Thoreau wrote and things that really inspired Wattles in this whole concept that he wrote about. But he never got to see the fruits of his labor. He never got to realize that his book became this Bible for people who wanted financial well-being and spiritual well-being. And, he wanted to spread this idea of widespread prosperity and financial well-being. And it works. It's like a magic formula that he has for helping people get out of poverty. And so if you're in debt, if you're struggling with your business, if you know that there's more out there for you, read these kind of books, particularly this one, and it will inspire you. And continue to focus on prosperity and abundance and your mission. And that's what we're all about in our group WIN, which is the Women's Impact Network. If you're somebody who isn't a woman, but you are an entrepreneur and you're looking to create that abundance, we're here to help you as well. I mean, through the Freedom Shift, just reach out. So this isn't just, me talking about something that's just a good book. I'm talking about something that has stood the test of time. And it's something that every single entrepreneur should read. In fact, every kid, if you've got kids in high school, or college, do them a favor and give them this book, because it is a game changer and it is a life changer. So that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow. Reach out if there's anything you need. Bye for now.